Hello everyone. This meeting is for task 3.1 GP. In this, we will discuss about our the group project that we are going to take in the sprint planning and the mode of communication that we are doing and whatever the issues we are facing and how we are tracking it. All what is the mode of communication and all these things. We will start with discussion with a little bit about our Trello board, and after that we will talk about the user stories, features, and after that we will conclude the meeting with a little bit about what the issues we have faced and uh, how we are tracking those issues. Okay.
Yep.
So for our product backlog, in our product backlog, yeah. So in our product backlog, we are going to assign the task. We have already break down all whatever the tasks we need to do, and we have assigned to the respective users. So for the like point assignment for your component team, here we can see that we assign all the team member because for this task, all the team members are required, and we have given the also the timeline that this task needed to be completed. After that, we have like another task like team meeting for future discussion. Here we also assign all the team members because all the team members are required for this task as well, and there is a deadline to which date this meeting also needed to be done. After that, similarly, we have other team lead will add details on the Deacon's page and all these things. So the main things what we are doing, whenever we got any task, then what we are going to do is that we will break down the task into small features, and after that we will create the list in the product backlog where we will assign the task to the member that needed to complete that, and we will give a deadline for each member to track. What we can do is we can do the comments on this part as well, and after that once it is done we can move that product backlog to in progress, and after that it could be moved to the done part. So you guys wanted to introduce that what roles you are taking, because my name is Devansh Kodhari and I will be taking the team lead role. So can Hemant, can we start with you? Do
Yeah,
you
I'll be
wanted to
taking the
introduce
UI
yourself?
UX role. Yeah, I'll be taking the UI UX role for this whole
Okay,
project.
okay.
Yeah,
And Keegan?
I'll be doing the front end developer.
Okay. Okay, so after that we will be, I will be talking a little bit about the primary communication that we are doing. So most of the communication that we will be doing with our uh, MS teams. In MS team we have a group of all the team members where we will be discussing everything, how we will be, using different tools and what are the tasks that needed to be tracked. The primary mode of communication will be our, Microsoft team, and we will be having a group meeting each week. Once that meeting will be, each week we will be having a group meeting where we can, share the feedback and whatever the issues we are facing, so we can discuss that. Other than that, we will be using, Trello board for tracking the task. What are the deadlines they have, what members are doing what task, and they can put the comment there. And we to track the each task and the features, we will be using the Trello board. For and for our code repository, what we are going to do is we will be using GitHub, where we will be, creating a Git repository for our code, and each member will be working on their separate one branch. Once that will be done, then we will collaborate those branches. We already set up the uh, GitHub repository for our project, and we will be you know working on our own branches. And once all the features are done, we will be merging it. Now shall we discuss about the user stories?
Yeah,
So as a team lead, my main tasks are to set up the GitHub project, and then I need to add the content to the web page, and then I need to merge and push all the code to the a single branch. Uh, yeah. So Hemant, can you tell me a little bit
yeah,
about what are the features you are going to be working on?
yeah. So I'll be basically working on the UI and UI design of the whole website, like how everything is gonna look like.
Okay.
I'll be adding the logos and like everything related to the animations of the logos and stuff like that. So that's
Okay.
that's what I'll be working on.
Okay. Cool. Uh, Keegan, can you tell me what what role you are going to take and what are the features you are going to work on?
Yeah, so I'll just be taking the front end developer tasks and adding a table and styling the table. So adding the table into HTML and then using CSS to style the table, and then just merging and
Okay.
pushing as well.
Okay. So after user stories, we need to discuss a little bit about how many points you wanted. So as a team lead, I will be working on adding the contents and setting up the project. So I think 3 points are enough for me, because it is I need to change a little bit of what we can say, that I need to add the content in the HTML, then I need set up the whole project. So I think 3 points are more than enough. What do you guys think about it?
Yep.
Since I'm
And
actually
Hemant,
taking the
yeah, go on, Hemant.
since I'm actually taking the UI design role, I'll be working mainly on Figma and then converting it to the HTML and CSS part. So yeah, I guess I'll like 3 points will be enough for me as well. Because I have to
Yeah, yeah.
design, and I have to just have a look like what the color schemes and like how the design's going to work, and then I have to work on the logos as well, and then convert it to the HTML and CSS files. So yeah.
Yeah, I also think the 3 points are more than enough, because you need to change the CSS files, and then you need to create some folders where you need to store the logo and appropriately place it in
Yeah.
the page. So I think 3 points are fine for that.
Yep.
Can you also explain how much point you think that your task will take? And
Yeah, 3 points is more than enough for me. The if 3 points, but yeah, there's not much apart from just dealing with both HTML and CSS. It's fairly straightforward.
yeah, I think in front end task, you need to add the tables and the content. So you will be changing HTML files and CSS files. So 3 points are enough for that. So tasks are fairly straightforward. It is not very lengthy or difficult one. So after that, user story discussion. Let's hear about how
Should I?
we are going to keep track of the whatever we are merging. So yeah, Keegan, you can take this one, please.
Yeah, so as we can see, 3 orders pushed 8 commits to the branches, and 3 files were changed with 163 additions and 0 deletions. As we can see, everyone had a crack at it, and as you can see on the the one with 4 showing individual, everyone basically got their task done. Yeah, in one
Okay,
crack.
sir. After that, our next slide is about Trello planning. So in the task, we can see that our Trello board has, 3 basically main parts. One is product backlog. Here we have all the tasks. When we get started and we get the, task discussed, we will, put the task here. Once we start working on it, we will move it into the progress. And once we are done with it, we will move the task to the done. So here we can see that role sprint, role assignment task has already been completed. So it is in this part, and this task is in progress. So it is here, and these are the some other tasks that are still needed to be work on, like that. So this is a brief overview of like what our Trello board is and how we are assigning the task to the members, and what are the deadlines this task has, and how we are going to be using this Trello board. And our next slide is about the issues that we have faced. So as a team, what you guys think, that what are the issues we have faced, and
Um,
what we can do the better,
yeah.
and
So
what are our strengths as well. So yeah. So anybody wanted
so
to go ahead first?
yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
please.
So if we just like the main issue that our team actually faced was the communication because we all are
Yeah, yeah,
from different branches. Um,
yeah,
because I'm from Geelong and maybe you guys are from Burwood campus and like that.
yeah.
So it was hard to work remotely because we didn't have spare time like at the same time. We weren't free at the same time. So yeah, I guess the communication would be a bit slow and like that's pretty much it. What the main thing I could think of. To improve, I guess we should have a weekly meeting or something like that, just so we could be on track and like we could assess each group member accordingly and like yeah, that's pretty much it, I guess.
Again, you wanted to add something in this?
Yeah, so just the communication and collaboration. Just it was the same sort of thing, like communication causing collaboration issues, I guess. But just at that start, we found it hard to get the initiative to start going because we didn't have that sit down where we all got face to face, and then just it would have all started splitting the tasks and stuff, and we would have got it all going. But because we were all split, we didn't have that kickstart, so it kind of sat there for a while, and we all were just struggled to make decisions. But that improved drastically as time went on, and by the end we were moving forward and getting the task
Yeah.
done.
So I also think like in starting, we face some issues as for the collaboration and team meetings. We are not able to keep track of it in the earlier one. But as we progress in our project, we are fairly collaborate better than the previous than the starting. And I think the strength is that we are all three of us as quickly and very fairly. In the technical aspect, we are able to complete our task. So I think the Hemant has done a pretty well job in UI part. Keegan has done a very good job in front end part, and I also handle whatever the task that is given to me fairly well. So I think the technical aspect of our team is very fine. Just a little bit of collaboration, as we all are from different campuses. That collaboration, we do not get time to sit with each other and talk about the project. So that was the issue, but we fairly tackled it with whatever the meetings that we have done, and at the end I think also that we are able to complete all the tasks fairly well.